Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, this is going to be a different video. Um, okay, so today I'm actually playing a bit of Monster Hunter Wilds today, but that's not the premise I want to talk about. Okay, maybe later in a different date, but but today, I want to talk about not Gekishin Squadra. I already talked about it, and for all the people who tuned into that, I want to apologize for getting it wrong. We did not get Goku Black, but we did get an interesting lineup: Frieza, Kid Goku, and Bulma. I will say it's a very interesting lineup. I like it. One thing I don't like is how they did Dragon Ball twice. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want either Bulma or Kid Goku. I just think it's kind of weird how they kind of stayed in one series, where most of the other series were talking about, or where other seasons were like Topo, Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta, and then Vegito, and the lineups weren't the same series, but like I said, it's fine because I think it's unique, especially considering I was definitely not expecting Bulma. And that's very interesting. I actually want to talk about it because they've been adding Bulma to lots of games recently. Um, but but besides that, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Today, I want to talk about Dragon Ball Z's next game coming out, which is Xenoverse 3. I want to talk about Xenoverse 3. I want to talk about my thoughts on it. I want to talk about what they're going to do in the future of the game and what my expectations, or I can't really say my expectations because I mean I'm not the one developing games, so I can't really be complaining. But what I'm hoping to see, or at least what I'm hoping they take out and put into the game. All right. First things first, Xenoverse 3. I'm super excited. Comes out 2027, and I know everybody's been excited about the game. Now, I've seen some people saying that the CAC, aka the CAC, won't have not have any customizations. Like your custom character is just going to be like basic, which to me I don't mind as long as they do Super Saiyan right, because with all the Xenoverse games that released, they kind of did Super Saiyan poorly. Excuse me, sorry. They kind of did Super Saiyan poorly, where the hairstyle wouldn't really change. I really hope they either take the liberty of changing the hair, or at the very least they go the Ultimate Tenkaichi route. Yes, I know that terrible rock paper scissors game that came out on the the what was it, the Xbox 360, I think. Yeah, I got it on the Xbox 360, but yeah, on that game, your custom character's hair will actually change, which was pretty good. So hopefully they do that. If they don't have you customize your character, even if they do, I still want it. Hopefully they do add new transformations. And another thing people are saying is that we might be getting more races, like the demon race, androids. Androids kind of weird to me because every race had like a custom, or not custom, but like a unique transformation. Majin Buu had purification, aka Kid Buu. Saiyans, Super Saiyan. They had basically everything in Xenoverse 2, but yeah, they had Super Saiyan. That was their main premise. Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3. And then later down the road, it was God, God and Super Saiyan, Blue Evolution, and so on. The Earthlings had the Flying Nimbus and Potential Unleash, but once again, Potential Unleash and Ultra Instinct, you can use that for any form. And then the Freezer race had the Golden form. Now if they do the Demon race or Android race, I don't know what they could do, because of course it would be kind of weird if the Android race did a if they did like what Super 17 had with Hell 17. I don't think they're going to do that. I just don't know what they could do with it. Maybe they can give androids more unique skills to like 17 from the Tournament of Power, or people call him MVP 17. They could do that. For the demon race, they could give the demon race the third eye. That would be pretty funny. But no, that would be also weird because your body would have to bulk up. But if they do limit the races, the only thing I'm kind of scared of is that if they do that, it might limit like certain movesets. Like if it's not going to be as customized as Xenoverse 2 was, where you could be like a male Earthling or male female or a female Earthling, where you could actually equip Ultra Instinct. I'm scared that they're going to really limit the transformations if we're just going to be stuck with like an automated character. So like for example, if you choose Saiyans, you'll only have like Super Saiyan and only like insane forms, like Ultra Instinct, or I mean, I guess that also was the case with the other game, but at least they kind of expanded it. Like Xenoverse 2 had like I said, the male Earthlings be able to go Potential Unleash and Ultra Instinct, but with very limited customization, that might end up limiting it so much where it'd be like Ultra Instinct might only be for Saiyans, because Goku was the first Saiyan to get Ultra Instinct, and then Super Saiyan 4, of course that one's going to be Saiyans. It's literally the ultimate form of the Saiyans, but yes. So yes, hopefully, if that's the case where they limit the character customization, they actually do fix some of that, or they expand it, where your hairstyle can change. Another thing I want to talk about with customizations, Xenoverse 2 or the developers, please don't make us pay to change our characters. That's one of the most cheapest and non-fun things in the game. I'm sick and tired of wasting like 60 TP just for me to change my hairstyle. Like, that's stupid. Like, I get what's supposed to be, like those slice of life games where you have to change your hair. Like you have to pay for a haircut. It's kind of like that, but to me, it's still a waste of time. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the Namekians. Yeah, the Namekians have the giant forms, but you know what I'm trying to say. Just hopefully they add more stuff and more varieties. Hopefully they change the hair. Another thing I want to talk about is the story for Xenoverse 3. So for Xenoverse 3, because of course we're going to get a big cliffhanger for Xenoverse 2, because they did their last trailer for the Future Saga. The Future Saga's, I think, DLC. I don't know, because I haven't played Xenoverse 2 since Beast Gohan came out, so we might get a teaser for Fu. I was saying hopefully they add more superhero stuff, like Cumber, Metal Golden Cooler, like Xeno Goku and Super Goku being able to be two playable characters, but it's different. Because one thing I really liked about the Budokai games is that, or at least Infinity World, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Infinity World, was that we had two different Gokus, where like adult Goku would be all the way up to Buu Saga, and then GT Goku would be, well, transforming to Super Saiyan 4. Where Budokai 3 just had adult Super Saiyan, or adult base Goku go Super Saiyan 4, because the story didn't go into GT. Which, I mean, was still cool, but, I still wanted to play Infinity World, but I never got to, so, rip. But yes, I have a feeling the story could lead more into superheroes, or not superheroes, but Dragon Ball heroes, with Cumber, Golden Cooler. Someone said that they could do more what ifs, like when Xenoverse 2 Trunks saved Future Gohan, and that messed up the timeline because Gohan wasn't supposed to live. I would like to see more of that, I don't know if you guys ever read it, but there's a manga where it's like I got reincarnated into Yamcha. They could do something like that, where Yamcha's just a lot stronger and he starts beating everybody. He's like surviving this Cyberman, defeats Nappa, and then straight up goes defeat Vegeta, but the timeline's all messed up because Yamcha isn't supposed to live after that, after the Cyberman fight. But yeah, that could be cool. Of course, Fu is most likely going to be the main antagonist. I don't see Mira and Toa coming back, especially Toa, because she kind of got absorbed by Mira. But yes, one thing I do hope is that if Bulma's going to be one of the main characters, hopefully we do see Corona. I want to see her back again. I don't mind Elder Kai. Elder Kai didn't really do too much into the series because, he wasn't really an important figure into it. because he was kind of just a sideline old cranky man, just always bickering about something. But um, hopefully they do replace him with Bulma. If not, then I definitely wouldn't mind if they just replaced him with Supreme Kai, because you know, Elder Kai's, he ain't really doing too much. He ain't really do too much in the Dragon Ball series, except for when he gave his life for Goku so he can go fuse with Gohan to fight Buu. But yeah, otherwise I can't really say too much about the story because we don't really know too much about the story. But that's my predictions, that it will go into Dragon Ball Heroes. If not, that's completely fine because I still think the story would be cool. Once again, hopefully they do more what ifs like that, where you got people messing up the timeline, or we might get more like, or like for example, we'll see Fu using characters from different timelines, like where Fu will bring like Android Saga Goku and brainwash him and bring him back into Saiyan Saga, the Saiyan Saga, where Goku's just straight up beating everybody, and then Ronan is like, this is not supposed to happen. Because how is Goku able to turn Super Saiyan before he met Frieza? So then we go back in time and stop Fu, and then we have to stop Goku because Goku thinks we're part of the Frieza, the Frieza Force, and then he goes Super Saiyan, and then that'll be like a way to unlock Super Saiyan for this for the Saiyan race characters. That'll be pretty neat. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is transformations. Transformations. I know everyone, and I mean everyone's been wanting Super Saiyan 4, me included, because Super Saiyan 4 to me is the best transformation in Dragon Ball. Super Saiyan 4, of course, it will only make sense that they'll probably bring back Beast. The Namekians will probably get Orange Piccolo. Or knowing Xenoverse, they'll just probably call it the orange form. But if they what could they do? I just don't know what they would do with androids or demons, because King Deborah really ain't really have a transformation. Did not have a new transformation. It was Doma, but that wasn't even a transformation. It was the third eye. I mean, to be fair, the Earthlings also didn't have a transformation. They just had the Nimbus. So to be fair, they have done transformations with it not really being a transformation. So from the trailer, we did see one of the custom characters, or one of the characters we'll be teaming up with. He had like a Great Saiyaman transformation. So I can see that being like a default transformation for your custom character, where you'll turn into your Great Saiyaman outfit, and that'll probably be your like your very first transformation for any race. Like any race could use it before you start hitting Super Saiyan, Golden Form, Nimbus, Potential Unleashed, and etc. Otherwise, besides that, we gotta see what they do transformation. Heck, we might get a crystallization transformation, like when Fu put those like red crystals on Goku Black and Vegeta and Jiren. That would be pretty cool to see. What else could they do in Xenoverse 3? I want to see. I know a lot of people has been saying key stun and key canceling isn't the worst, which I will agree. It's not as bad. I just think, as I said before, in most fighting games, some things just needs to have like a cost, because just being able to do something with no punishment whatsoever or no restrictions is borderline broken. Like if I recall, or I remember, this is when Ultra Instinct Goku first came out. I remember UI Goku was so bad because his stamina would drain so much, and because people would key stun a lot. I remember they literally would get Goku stuck in a loop where he would just not be able to move until his stamina got broken, aka basically when you lost the fight. After I saw that, I'm like, I don't know how people can defend key stunning so bad, because when a character is literally so restricted where they can't even move to fight back, that the move needs to be nerfed. Like, let it cost key. I'm not saying it gotta cost like a full bar of key, but it still needs to have a restriction, because just being able to do a move that keeps you stunned for like 3 seconds, which, as I said before, in a fight, it doesn't. 3 seconds may not seem like a lot, but in a fight, 3 seconds can really change. But yeah, 3 seconds can really change up the course of a battlefield. So as I said before, it just needs to cost something. If it costs something, then at the very least you have to be more mindful about just using it like it's yesterday's lunch. They gotta fix that. Hopefully, down the future, they also start pay attention to more moves, because I know Xenoverse started looking into moves more in Xenoverse, but it was kind of like a meh-ish, where they were like, okay, we'll tweak this, but we aren't going to like change too much. Like, for example, one of my main characters on Xenoverse 2, it's a weird lineup. It was Frost, Super Vegito, and GT Goku. I remember, or hopefully a lot of people remember, that Frost's ultimate attack was freaking terrible. His poison needle was like one of the worst moves in the game. It did no damage basically, and yeah. But then they buffed it, and it was like, honestly, probably top 15 moves, because the poison damage got increased, and then his damage got increased too. So hopefully Xenoverse start paying attention more to moves that need to be buffed and nerfed. Once again, there's a lot of moves in Xenoverse 2 that need to be nerfed. Backflip need to be nerfed because it had iframes, and then people can just block mash into a grab. It was hell. I know the infamous square triangle. I got used to the playstyle. Normally when people just start spamming the move, I would kind of just back away from them, because I know usually with the net code I get hit by like 3 feet away from the opponent, so I was like, yeah, no. Another move that needed to be buffed was or slash, I think that's what it was called. The move just barely did any damage. Yeah, I could go into a combo, but besides that, it was kind of like, it was a meh for me. Otherwise, yeah, I just hope they start focusing more on supers and stuff and ultimates and try to fix them. Sorry, excuse me. Hopefully they just start focusing more on that. Another thing I want them to focus on is adding more worlds, or if they can't do that, kind of expand on like the hub world. Because don't get me wrong, the contrast from Xenoverse 1 to 2 was phenomenal. Xenoverse 2 hub world had like 3 different sections. It was like the main section where the Dragon Ball pedestal was, then there was the parallel quests area where you spawned in, and then on the very left that was like where the shops were. And the Xenoverse 2 just cranked it up by like a crazy amount. Now we had like whole maps. There was a school. You could go into buildings, even though you can't really do much inside the buildings. But yeah, like hopefully they add more like full mini games like what they did with Kakarot. In Kakarot, you could drive cars, you could race people. Like, I want to see stuff like that. Kind of make it like a Sims thing. Like, in the hub world, you can be your custom character, or you'll have your own character, and you can race other players, or there'd be like a fashion show or something where you can change your costume, or change your costume, and you can win rewards by doing that, rather than the whole like, oh, we're going to do world tournaments, and the one who gets first place gets like Uber's tracksuit or something. So, oh, and if you guys hear crying, sorry. Just like, oh. But yes. Hopefully they do add more stuff to that, because the whole like fetch quest that they had you do with some of the characters, like Vegeta, all you just had to do was fight him to go Super Saiyan. Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, aka Gohan and Videl, and you just did missions to fight off the Ginyu Force, and then I think it was the androids. I mean, that's how you got the Flying Mist, and then the rest. I didn't have the Namek or the others, so I didn't know. But yeah. So hopefully they do more stuff like that, where like they expand on how you can get transformations. Like maybe if you get first place on, depending on what race you choose, if you get first place, you get the transformation, and then second place would get like first place would get like a transformation, like 100 or 200 TP, and then like a full costume. Second place would get like 50 TP, and then third place would just get like a generic costume alpha. But yeah, otherwise, like I said, I just want them to add more like side story stuff. Like once again, like I said with Kakarot, where when Goku and Piccolo had to go get their license because Chi-Chi was mad, you had a little racing sim versus Piccolo. Like I want to see stuff like that. Stuff like that really expands the Dragon Ball world. Stuff like that just it expands it more than just the whole, oh, we need you to go in parallel quests, grind for this. Oh, you need to go tournament to get this. Oh, there's certain raids you have to do to get this. Like, it just kind of stays into the fighting prowess of the game. When Dragon Ball Z is just so much more than just, oh, this guy's stronger, he's fighting, he's this and that. Like, I want to see more than that. Like, I want to see people going into stores, all well, different online people buying clothing and stuff. I want to see that. I want to see like your character go into a changing room and you're able to see your own character get changed. Like I want to see stuff like that. Like, I want to see different type of things they can do. I'm not saying they have to completely make it like a Sims game, but I want to see them do some crazy stuff with it, man. Because as I play Kakarot, there's just so much things you can do. Heck, you can literally cook your own meals in Kakarot. That would be a cool feature. It can boost your attack and speed. Of course, don't add that online because people are probably just going to use a food with super armor or use some type of speed boost where they're just going to be abusing shit. But yeah, like that would be pretty cool. At this point, I'm asking for a GTA Dragon Ball Z, but yeah, otherwise that's something I would love to see in the game. That's something I would genuinely love to see, man. But otherwise, I don't really know what else I want to talk about. I mean, I guess another thing I could talk about is, well, because I'm playing Monster Hunter, I can talk about Monster Hunter, but I'm probably just gonna make that one a different video because yeah, I don't want to waste all this time and you guys' time too. So, otherwise, I'll be uploading another video soon. Hope you guys have a nice day. If you guys have any more suggestions about Xenoverse 3, I would love to hear it in the comments. If not, that's completely fine. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. If not, that's cool too. I'm chilling. Otherwise, hope you guys have a nice day. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I'll talk to you later. See ya.
Let's have another one. Hang in there, everyone. Fall back.
Go anywhere you want. Pursue it!
Well, I'm out of here.
Gogmasios' final form! Use every technique you know!
We'll still win this, right?
See how much I care? Now hang in there. Show me what you got.
That's okay.
Compact anti-wyvern gun!
Put my all into this one. We've got its power in check. Time to go on the offensive.